Welcome back to the channel. You are now tuning into the Indian Scouser. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yes, I am back. It is the quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup 2022. 17 days of non-stop football. The group stages are done. All three games. And then the round of 16, all 8 games. And there are now 8 teams remaining in the competition. Let's begin with the team, the nation that I support. They are now gone back home, probably traveling back as I'm speaking. Spain. First game against Costa Rica, 7-0. The first side to score 7, the biggest win in the World Cup so far. Nothing's going to top that 7-0 victory over Costa Rica. But we scored all our goals in that one game against Germany, 1-1, a good draw. But the game against Japan, we took the lead as well. They equalized. And obviously, the second goal that sent the Germans home, it was controversial whether the ball had gone out of play or was it not the full ball. And obviously, we couldn't top the group because of that. And, we played Morocco. And if you ask me, in my opinion, playing Croatia would have been easier on paper. And then, yeah, you could say that Croatia are the better team. And obviously, it's just the name of the nation, that makes people think it's a more difficult game. But I actually told almost everyone that Croatia is going to come and play toe to toe with Spain and attack. And we have the pace in Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres, Asensio, all these players. We could do something with our counter attacks, but we had to face a low block team. Morocco, obviously, they're going to park the bus. And I've said it, Croatia aging side. We have the youngest side in the whole tournament. I would definitely play Croatia over Morocco because Morocco, they had their game plan perfectly executed because they wanted to take it to extra time and penalties, and that's what they did. And the way we took our penalties, I have no words. Like, did we even practice penalties? What they all thought they were gonna just get the job done in 90 minutes. I don't know which team was worse in taking their penalties, Spain or Japan, but we missed all three. Congratulations to Morocco, fully deserved it. As for Spain, Luis Enrique is now sacked. So I'm actually buzzing about this news because obviously in the last video before the World Cup, I've said it, like I didn't agree with a lot of his selections and look what happened. Anyways, I'm not going to take too much time on the team that's out of the tournament now. My second team, England, we're still in it. Whether it's coming home or not, we'll have to wait and see. But first, we play France. That's a massive game, massive game Saturday night against France. And if it's not coming home, then, I really hope Messi wins it. The GOAT, he's my GOAT. And that's going to be a tough one because he's going up against VVD for Netherlands. And I would love to see a Liverpool player win it, whether it's Konate, Virgil, the Brazilian boys, Alisson, who's having an amazing tournament, by the way, and Fabinho in that team as well. And you've got the two lads, you know, from Three Lions, Hendo and Trent. Hendo scored a great goal against Senegal. Great finish, assisted by Jude, the future Liverpool connection. Fingers crossed. We'll touch on that later when the World Cup's over. But I can say it right now. He's going to become a Liverpool player, in my opinion, whether we get UCL football or not. I don't think it matters. He will put on that Liverpool shirt. Now, let's dive right in with the predictions from the quarterfinals onwards. Let me just share my screen real quick. All right. I hope you guys can see this. The quarterfinals. Let's start with this. Obviously, the first game tonight is Croatia against Brazil. But let's start off with Netherlands against Argentina. Like I said, it's going to be a hard one to call. VVD up against my GOAT. But I'll have to go with Argentina because if you guys watched the latest episode before this one, pre-World Cup, Argentina were my favorites to win it. And I'm still going to stick by it, by the way. They are still my favorites to win it. So, yeah, I think they will beat Netherlands, whether it's in 90 minutes or extra time or penalties. We'll wait and see. But yeah, even after watching them lose the first game to Saudi Arabia, they don't look the best from all the nations. Obviously, I think it's Brazil and France, but I'm sticking to it. I think it's time for Messi to win before he retires from international football. And like I said, I don't see France winning it twice in a row. As for Brazil, probably looks the strongest. They are the favorites, actually, just in general, like according to the bookies and all. On paper, they have the strongest team, especially in attack, even with the injury of Gabriel Jesus. But I'm sticking to it. Argentina is still my favorites. And yes, it's pretty obvious. I think Brazil will go through. Croatia experienced runners-up in the last World Cup, but I think their journey ends here, unfortunately for them. And this is probably the toughest one to call this round. The team that I now support with Spain going home. The way France are playing, man. Kylian Mbappe, player of the tournament so far. Top scorer so far. Probably going to win the Golden Boot with 5 goals. Coming up against England's defense, who, to be fair, they've been excellent so far this tournament. I think they've only conceded, 2 against Iran. One was a penalty against America. They didn't concede. Against Senegal in the last game, 3-0. Didn't concede. And I'm missing another game. Yeah, against Wales, didn't concede as well. So just 2 goals so far in the first game. But with that being said, the way France are playing, come on, man. I think it's going to be them. And this, the team that knocks Spain out, I don't think they'll make it past the quarterfinals. There's no way they're making it to the last 4, but I wouldn't be surprised if they can do the same thing, take it to penalties. But Portugal are way too strong, especially if they play without Ronaldo again. That Ramos guy, he looks good, man. First start and first hat trick of the tournament. So I'm going with Portugal. Now we have some tasty, tasty fixtures in the semifinals. I'm going to say it now. Whoever wins this, for me, will lift the trophy at the end of the tournament. South American teams. Messi against his mate Neymar Jr. I'm going to back the team that I think will win the World Cup. But honestly, I think it's a flip of a coin, because it could go either way. As for this one, the repeat of the Euros final 2016, I'll have to go with France. I think the way they're playing right now, probably up there with Brazil. As for the final, Argentina, France, well, I've spoiled it, but it's going to be a tough one. Even though Argentina are my favorites, France can easily win this as well with Mbappe's pace and Dembele. Argentina's defense, I'm not going to lie, they're not the best defenders in the world. They had a decent tournament so far. They look shaky at times, not as convincing as France, but like I said, Argentina are my favorites to win it still. I'm going to go with the GOAT. I have to. It's time for Messi to win it, man. It's destiny, So obviously we're supposed to put in scores, but I'm not going to do that. I'll do it for the final. Let me just say 1-0 because usually finals are low scoring because they'll play it safe. So yeah, 1-0. Maybe it's Messi. Maybe it's Julian Alvarez. Maybe it's Di Maria. Maybe it's Rodrigo De Paul. Maybe it's Papu Gomez. Who knows? Lautaro having a shit tournament, but he can come on and, maybe have a good performance in the final, finally step up. So we'll wait and see what happens. But that's it, guys. And as for the third place game, that means, according to this, it's going to be Brazil against Portugal. And I'm just going to back Brazil for that, for my Brazilian Liverpool boys, Alisson and Fabinho. And yeah, let me just stop sharing my screen. But that's it, people. I'm so excited for the last final stages of the tournament, quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the final. And then we'll have the Premier League football back and the transfer window in Jan after New Year's. So it's going to be interesting. But thank you guys for watching. And I will be back after the World Cup or maybe before the finals. We'll see what happens if I can make time to record some more content for you guys. But thank you for watching. Please continue showing your support. It is much appreciated. Each and every single one of you. Thank you. And smash a like if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.